Missy Jen and the host, we had a little bit of an accident today, so we're in the Hillbilly repair shop. Missy Jen, you accidentally stepped on that cord.
Yeah, that's what happens when I wear shoes.
That's what happens when Missy Jen wears shoes. She's usually a hillbilly in the house and doesn't wear shoes.
Yeah, now I wear shoes.
But what happened is we've lost our connection too in there, right? So, ooh,
yeah. I was standing on the
so we don't really have a strain relief on this, so this kind of came out of there. So we're gonna have to do a little disassembly. This thing too, Jen, I don't know what happened here. You're missing a piece on that too.
Yeah, that's broken off.
Okay, but it still runs okay, right?
It runs, yeah.
Okay.
It's been like that for a while.
She still chooches okay. All right, so welcome to the Hillbilly repair shop. Let's get the tools out and see if we can get her fixed.
Yeah,
okay.
Spontaneous.
Woo! That's it, baby. Look who is back. Surprise, surprise, surprise. So this will also give us a good chance to give this a real deep cleaning inside too, I believe. So it's going to take a while to get this thing all GI'd and disconnected here. So we'll remove this. We'll just start breaking it down because it takes a bit to get into the electrical. There's no slam dunk to get into there, so okay, and this is going to be all filled up with goo too, so okay, that's what we got to do. All right, got all of our parts over here.
Yep, another surprise. Unexpected surprise today, right? Surprise.
Unexpected surprise today, but we'll get her done. We'll get her done. Okay, all that to just try to take off this area here.
Yeah,
it shouldn't. Maybe it's kind of a sealed unit, but we can kind of get that separated. This is probably screwed in, over here too.
just to get to that, you probably have to disassemble the whole unit.
Apart, but it'll give us a chance to do a
massive
to do a deep cleaning on this too. So okay, let that come off a little bit now. Crack that to separate that in there. Okay. Boy, all kinds of things came off on this, didn't they, Jen?
Yeah, it's
this thing's been giving good duty though.
It's been to hell, but I mean it's been working for 3 years. It's been working hard, 4 days a week, flying through the house.
Alright, be back in a minute. Just to give you an idea how far you have to break this thing down to get into the electrical service area. So still haven't succeeded in doing that yet. So I think if we remove these two retaining clips here, we should be closer to our objective. Here's what's happened inside. You can see the disconnect there that happened, and that's got to go on that tab up there. So okay, note how well you can see that. So we're gonna do a little rewire on that, and we're gonna fire up that motor and make sure that hasn't been damaged too. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. This part of the switch mechanism broke off here, Jen, which means we're probably not going to get the control aspect that we used to have for the switch. So we have an alternative here. The vacuum cleaner works great, right? We can bypass the switch, which means when you plug the vacuum in, it immediately begins running. Now you may or may not want that. I don't know. If you don't want it to be that way, then we got to trash the unit and get it.
That's fine. If it,
Okay.
we
You
can
know.
plug it in, plug it out.
Yeah, I think we can bypass that switch.
Right.
I'll do it. I'll do a few other tests, but the Hillbilly repair shop's all about keeping it going for another 3 years, right?
We can keep that baby running for another 10 years.
There we go. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. So we just bypassed the motor. I'll show you. I mean, we bypassed the switch here. I'll let Jen point to that while I'm down there. Get close to that. While I just flip the switch for a millisecond here. Did I not reconnect it? Am I connected? Let's see. It should be running okay. Oh, well, we're not plugged in here. That's why. Wait a minute. Give me a second. I wouldn't recommend this at home. I'm just being able to access the females on the AC here. So don't try this at home, kiddies. Okay, actually that's going in directly there right now. So yeah, that should be taken off, unless we have some intermittent switch problem here, which I don't think that we have. Let's just get a good purchase on it here. Got our power all set. Let's try it again. You know what sucks, guys? Sometimes these Chinese alligator clip connectors don't even make contact, and you don't even have continuity on it. So I'm sitting here wasting my time with this piece of garbage trying to show you guys how this how we can jumper and prove the motor's good. So let me go throw the switch again, and we'll just fire that up for a second. What a waste of my time. 1.5 hours there.
That runs.
Alright, so we got a good motor, we got a bad switch, but we're not going to worry about the switch. We're just going to jumper the thing, I think. So when, well actually we'll try a couple more things, because I'm thinking now this jumper I was using, Jen, caused all kinds of problems from the switch and stuff, right? So maybe the switch is fine, and that lousy jumper caused a problem, and the switch may be good. So let's try to do a little bit of a retest here, and we'll test the switch. Okay, I got the power off in there, and we'll go ahead and we'll connect up now down here, and we'll throw this to the we got the red. Yeah, we'll use the red in here. I'm not even sure. We're just going to test that out, see what happens if our connection is good on that. So let's see. Let's remove these. Try that again. So we'll be back with you in a minute, okay? After we get this set up. I'm in kind of a state of shock here. I'm doing a continuity test just to make sure there's no break in it. And here's a second one. You can hear what continuity should be. Here's a second alligator clip that's lousy too. I don't think there's anything wrong with the switch at all, Jen. I think there's a hell of a lot wrong with these. So I'm going to try to find one out of 1,000 that I have that may be good. So I'll be back in a minute. Man, there it is. We're going to have a hell of a end of the line with these. Mrs. Miller, we're going to send off some more cheap crap. You can see part of that, well, this was the strain relief thing that really broke off and caused the total disconnection of the connectors to the motor. It broke off part of the gray plastic But what I've decided to do is try to use a longer drywall screw to go down there. It's a little longer than the one that I took out of there. So hopefully this will be able to make good contact down there and act as a renewed strain relief. So I'm going to go ahead and try to mount that now. That new strain relief is going to hold pretty good in there, I think. It just keeps pressure against that to keep that from pulling out. So I think that should be okay.
All right.
Alright, we'll just get it back together. We actually got the switch functional again, huh? On here. Which is a nice thing. We're going to have to squeeze this together. We're going to have to get their channel locks and pop that together, but I'm pretty happy.
Me
Grab
too.
them now. So yeah, when your things that you're using to test are bad, you're gonna have a long day in a workshop. when your test stuff is bad, you're screwed. Woo.
Well, I gotta tell y'all, I'm really happy at Rosie's Hillbilly repair shop. The vacuum cleaner has been fixed and is fully operational again.
Well, we shall see,
After
but I think it
assembly.
is. You're always a happy camper
Yes, I'm always
when you
a
get
happy
your
camper.
when you get your stuff back.
That's
Because we
right.
sure don't want to have to buy another vacuum. See all the dust I got.
Yeah, I just purchased that one 3 years ago. I mean, that's only 3 years ago. I
That's
mean,
it, baby. Only 3 years.
who wants to buy one after 3 years again?
You see that?
Yeah, do that again.
Got a lot of sucking power. This thing really
Yes.
sucks.
This is top of the line vacuum.
This thing really sucks. Big
Yeah.
time. All right, we're gonna finish putting it together, everybody. Make Missy Jen happy. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
Nice. Then I can do what I love to do every day, and that is vacuum clean the house at least 4 days a week.
Come on, you really keep Rosie's sloppiness
So yeah, this is awesome.
We're getting there. We are getting there.
So I'm already giving a big thumbs up.
Are you ready, folks? Let's see if this vacuum really sucks. Go ahead, Missy Jen. Let's give it a whirl, babe. Looks like she's spinning good on the inside. Plenty on that. All right. I think we're going to declare that a success. Thanks for being along, everybody. Hillbilly Repair Shop.